are back with another Forex education video. I created this channel to help as many people as possible become independent and profitable traders. So if that sounds like you, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I do just want to thank everybody for taking the time to click on this video. Whether this is your first time here or if you've been here for a few times, thank you for your participation and for helping the channel grow. Now, I do want to let you guys know that I have relaunched my trading academy, and I'm super excited to let you know that there is a free trial that you can now do. I had the free trial option before, but this time it's a little bit easier. You can self-register. So if you want to join my community and see my trading style, see some of my longer videos, copy my trade ideas, and attend my live sessions, just go ahead and click that link down below in the description box. And I really look forward to meeting some of you guys and seeing you there, guys and girls, and seeing you there. But in today's quick video, we're going to be on Tradelocker, and I'm going to be showing you guys a simple no indicator scalping strategy that you can use. Now, if you're new to trading, you may think, what is scalping? And scalping is a way where you are just taking a little bit off the top. You're getting in and out of your trades, and you are securing profit in a short amount of time. Now, this is different from, let's say, intraday trading or swing trading, because in those types of trades, you plan to hold them for a little bit longer, sometimes hours and sometimes days. Now, people are attracted to scalping because you can get your money quicker. You can just sit down in a trading session and you can make your goal within a couple of minutes to 2 hours. But because the foreign exchange market is fractal, which means the patterns repeat on every single time frame, whatever you choose to do, as long as you are able to identify these patterns and master your mindset, you will be well on your way to being a better trader. Now, I'm going to show you guys a scalping strategy that you can use even if you're new. All it's going to take is some horizontal lines and a little bit of patience. So if you can do that and you feel like you have what it takes, just go ahead and comment a 7 down below and let me know that you are here with me. Now, before we enter any trades, you don't just want to come in here and click buttons. This is not a slot machine and this is not gambling at the casino. You have a certain amount of data that you're being shown on the charts, and you can use this to make a decision to determine if you're going to buy or sell. Now, sometimes you're going to be wrong and sometimes you're going to be right. But as long as you have some type of confirmation checklist or process that you use and you repeat this over and over again, you will see over time that you can win, right? It comes down to your mindset. And if you have the ability to accept losses, move on, correct your mistakes to figure out what you did wrong, so next time it can be a better trade. So the first thing you're going to want to do, aside from checking the news to see what's going on in the world, you want to find previous areas of support and resistance. Now, support and resistance are areas where you will see high activity of buying and selling. For example, this would be considered an area of resistance because we can see price was resisting going any higher, and from this point, it actually sold. So that's something that you would want to notate or mark on your charts. I love the fact that Tradelocker has so many free tools that you can use to help you take these notes on your charts. And all you have to do is really wait for your setup so that you can take your entry point. Now, another area of resistance would be, and we're just going to highlight some more. Another area of resistance would be here. Price pushed up for a little bit and then it came down. Here's an area of resistance. Here's an area of resistance. So to identify these areas, what you want to do is see where there was some previous buying, but then price is resisting going any higher. That's something that you're going to want to notate on your chart. Because no matter whether if the market is buying or selling, this is going to be a key level that you can use to set your take profits and also your stop loss when you're doing your risk management. Areas of resistance are going to be where you want to start to set up your sell opportunities before you actually get in. This is just showing you that the market is likely to sell. Sometimes it will happen, sometimes it won't, but based on past data, areas of resistance tend to happen after a bit of buying activity. So I'm just scrolling on my chart and I want you guys to just comment a 7 down below in the comment box if you can see how whenever you see these collection of wicks at the top, it is followed by an area of resistance. If you see a period of buying followed by a halt and then a period of selling, just go ahead and drop a 7 in the chat. Now, the opposite is an area of support, and this is where the market will be buying. It will usually be coming off of a selling trend, no matter whether it's short or long. You'll see the market will halt, refusing to go any lower, and buyers are pushing the price up. So I'm just going to scroll on my chart again, and I want you to drop a 7 if you see some areas of support here on the chart, right? No matter whether if they are big or small. Now, for this scalping example, we are going to be using the 5-minute time frame because when you look at a chart, what you're looking at are these candles. And the candles are telling you where price open and close within a specified amount of time. So if we're looking at the 5-minute chart, that means that each of these bars represent 5 minutes of what was happening for that period of time. A green candle represents price opened here and closed here, right? It opened at the bottom and it closed at the top, pushing price higher. A sell candle will tell you price opened at the top and price closed at the bottom because price is going down. So again, the first thing that you're going to want to do is identify these previous areas of support and resistance. So if we can see a place of activity where the market sold from here, we're going to get a horizontal line or a horizontal ray, whatever you prefer, and we're going to mark that as a previous area of resistance. And you want to do the same thing for areas of support. If you can see we had some activity and then the market went up, that's going to be a strong area of support. Here's an area of support. On this side is resistance, right? So we're just going to mark a few. We have about 4 lines. And if we're looking for a buy, I'm going to give you some things that you can look for to feel comfortable to take that trade. And if we are looking for a sell, I'm going to give you some things to look for as well. So we are going to go to this part of the chart, right? And we're going to act like nothing after this has happened yet. So let's just say we come into the market and we run into a period of consolidation. Consolidation happens when the market is moving sideways. It's not buying up extremely, it's not selling down extremely, but for a period of time, it's having these predictable areas where it's buying and where it's selling. So in this example, we can see it was buying at 109,266. We can see it was selling around 109,458. And this was happening for some time. That's how we know the market was consolidating. Now, to use this strategy, what you want to look for is a break of structure either above this consolidation or below this consolidation. If it breaks above this consolidation, this lets us know that price is opening higher and people are willing to buy higher, right? So if it breaks above, we would get in for a buy. And if it breaks below, we would get in for a sell. So we're going to go ahead and scroll over and see what actually happened on the next candle. And we can see that we had a break above the previous area of consolidation. Now that's good to know. Not only do we get a break of structure, but we get a retest, right, of that area. This is key. When you see that previous resistance now becomes an area of support, that is a strong confirmation that the market could continue to buy. So for buys, you want to look for a break of structure. above the previous level. You want to look for a retest of previous resistance as support. And from here, you can go ahead and set your TP at a previous high. So I'm just going to move this top line to a previous high. And as we move on the chart, we can see that our take profit actually would have been hit in only about, we can use our ruler tool here to check it out and see, right? That would have been about 20 pips in 15 minutes, right? And that's not bad. Depending on your lot size, you still would have analyzed the market correctly, and you would have been able to scalp, which is make your quick profit in a short amount of time. So I really hope that that made sense so far. Right? If it made sense, just go ahead and comment a 7 below. Right? Because to use this strategy, all you want to do is wait for that break of structure, wait for that retest, and then use previous highs or lows as your take profits. And this is on the 5-minute time frame. Right? So let's look at a sell example. And we're going to delete these lines and we're going to pretend that we are coming into the market at this time. Right? So the first thing we're going to do is get our horizontal line and we're going to identify these previous areas of resistance and support. So there's an area of resistance because the market hit that point and it sold down, right? Here's an area of resistance, right? It's significant because the market continued to sell from there. There's an area of resistance. You can even use this one if you want, right? You can use as many of these as you like. You just want to identify these key levels. So as we can see, the market was, and we can even bring this down here, right? We can see that the market was consolidating for a little bit of time. We see it was selling for a bit, and then we see it bought at this area. It actually sold here twice. As we can see, we get two rejections off of this area, and we find support in this area. Now, we would want to wait for the market to either break above this area to buy or break below this area for us to sell. So let's move along and see what happens, right? So we're still getting consolidation. And then we finally get a break below. Not only do we get a break below, we get previous support, and this is important. Previous support is retested as resistance. So we could enter for a sell here, and you would want to set your take profit at a previous low because this time we're selling. So we could set a TP here. We can also set an additional TP here since these are previous lows and the market is moving down. And we can see that our take profits would have been hit. And we would have secured about, right, about 10 to 15 pips, right? But if you're scalping, you're just looking for these quick moves. Now, you can trade as long as the market is open. It's open basically 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, except for the hour when it's closed between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I really want you guys to get in here and practice this. Get into your demo account, use paper trading on Trading View, right? Get you a demo account on Tradelocker and just really test out these theories. Because the technical side of trading can be really simple if you don't overcomplicate it with indicators and too much information. It really just comes down to being patient and waiting for your setup. In this case, has there been a break of structure above or below a previous area of support or resistance? Has there been a retest of that key level in the direction that you're looking for the market to go? If you get these things and you've identified your previous key levels, you can have a simple, profitable trading strategy where you can be making money in increments of 5, 15 minutes, or you can even hold your trades a little bit longer, right? If you want to be a swing trader and get even more pips, right? So if you've made it this far in the video, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I post videos like this all the time, and I currently have over 350 videos for you to explore, and they're organized by playlists, so you can learn more about market structure, You can learn more about candlesticks, entry points, support and resistance. Everything is there. And if you want to join my community, I'm currently running a free trial. You can find that information down below in the description box. I would love to connect with you and see you in class. And overall, just help you really master your mindset and your money to become a better trader. But that's really all I have for you guys today. Until next time, rich friends.